Nieces, nephews, fellow aunties, welcome back. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your local internet auntie, Auntie Wren, here again with another video. If this is the first time you are gracing us with your presence, first, because this came up actually twice the last couple of weeks, how do you say your channel name? So it's Doublexluxxe. So I'll put it on the screen so you can see it. Doublexluxxe. The name comes from the fact that that's my clothing size and I like luxury. Doublexluxxe. That's it. So hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Auntie Wren. This is Doublexluxxe, and we talk about all things luxury here. So whether it's handbags, clothing, especially plus size luxury clothing if I can find it, accessories, you name it, loving all things. We are advocates and loving all things luxury. So hope you'll stick around for some more videos, catch a few. I've got a couple of playlists, so if you're interested, you know, I'll put an playlist in the iCards for you. If you are returning, hello darlings, welcome back. Make sure you sound off in the comments. If you're visiting from your channel and I haven't been on your channel for a while, feel free to give me a nudge and tell me, hey, come by and check out my channel, and I will definitely do so. I love doing that. So, but make sure you say hello if you are returning. All right, so we are back to regular life. So I think I missed a posting or upload last week. I think I only did one upload because, you know, life, when you're coming back off of holiday and you're trying to get back into the groove of things, it can be a bit chaotic and hectic. So I think I missed like one upload, so apologies there, but hopefully didn't miss too much. So I was looking through my videos, looking at videos that I've done already, looking at, you know, what else that I want to talk about on the channel, and I've realized that it's been literally almost exactly a year since I unboxed this one item on my channel. So I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to come back in here and let everyone know, you know, how if I'm still loving it, how I'm feeling about it, especially with the new addition of the Sunshine Tote to the collection. Am I still obsessed and loving this piece? And it is, oh, it's so full right now, the On The Go GM Tote in the reverse monogram print. So I unboxed this probably like, I want to say it was like March 2nd of last year, and I believe when this video goes up it's about like March 6th or March 7th when it will go up. So it's almost been exactly a year. So I got this in 2021, we're in 2022, and I wanted to tell you like how it's been holding up. Am I still loving it? What's the wear and tear looking like after a year of using it? You know, and really just kind of just dig in a little bit. So I have been using this recently and I've got some bits in it, so I'll show you what fits in it, and then I think I'll do another video because I don't want this video to be super duper long. I just got my booster shot situation and I don't know how much energy I'm going to have and how long I'm going to be able to do this, so I want to get kind of in and out with this video, not going to make it too long. So what I'll probably do is come back and do a comparison video between my Sunshine Tote that I recently purchased and this the On The Go GM size, just to get a bit of a difference, a comparison with the two. But yeah, so wanted to first show you what fits inside of this, and then we'll talk about wear and tear. So this, oh my gosh, this thing holds so much. I think the first time I used this bag, I used it to I had to make a couple of returns. So I had purchased a couple of things and I had to do some errands running around the city returning items. So I started off and I left home with a full bag, like heavy bag, and I had like a pair of I think like Converse trainers in here. So it had a big shoebox in here. I had a couple of like pieces of like clothing items from like H&M, you know, things like that. Then also too, I had, you know, my phone and like a cosmetic case and my keys and, you know, all of that in there. And it was like full to the brim. And I was a little bit like, oh my gosh, okay, maybe this is too much. But it was amazing carrying it around. First of all, it looks fantastic. It looks really good. It's a great, attractive looking piece. Second, it fit with the longer strap. It does have that longer, the extended longer strap. With the longer strap, it does fit over a puffy coat. So I had on, I think like a down jacket or something the first time I wore it, and I was able to put it over the sleeve, no problem. So it was just like, it just hit all the marks. Even if your outfit is kind of understated or a little, you know, just regular, like basic outfit, you can put something like this with it, and it was just like boom. It was just like a kicker, you know, to have. Great running around bag, better than my Neverfalls, because the Neverfall drop on the strap is just a little different. It's a little bit more constricting when I have a down jacket on, and I did not get that feeling with this. And I loved it. And by the end of the day, I had emptied out the bag, returned all of my items. I had purchased a couple of bits in the shops, so I was able to like, you know, put them in here, and it was just a great shopper's tote. I didn't realize how much I would like it. I find this to be, when it's not full like it is now, I find it to be a very good weight. Like, I don't find this one to be heavy. I've heard people say that the leather on the go tote in the same size is heavy even whilst it's empty, but this is not. I find this to be super light. It was just so good to carry, very comfortable against the body. I loved it. So, and I've been using it in that kind of same vein since then. So gonna go through quickly what I have in here. It's a lot of big pieces, so we should be able to go through it pretty smooth. Obviously my laptop is in here. I have a MacBook Air 16-inch in here with its cords and all of its accessories. I keep it in this. This is the Etui Voyage, maybe, I think that's what it's called. But I have this, and that houses my laptop in there. I also have my desk agenda. Sometimes I'll have this with me, sometimes I won't. I had some work to do this weekend, so that's why you'll see more work bits in here than I normally carry. If I'm not working, I don't normally carry, like, obviously the laptop and the desk agenda. There's no need for it. But this is my desk agenda was in there. I also have my pencil case, which I'm obsessed with. This is from Coach. I got this because as a substitute, because I couldn't get the Louis Vuitton pencil case in, I think it was like the Christmas edition, the 2021 Christmas edition. I wanted the one, I believe it was the London one, and I could not get my hands on it. I should look for it now. I'm pretty sure on the pre-love market is probably there. But anyway, but I do enjoy this. I think this is just really a great piece. It has little apples all over it, and CC, the CC monogram, which is for Coach. And then inside, the interior is red, and there's you know, all my pens and markers and like colored pencils and all of that is in here. And this is like for my planner. I've been using this, trying to get into jazzing up my planner a little bit and getting, it's actually a little, it's fun and it's therapeutic to like do your dashboard in your planner and set it up and write things in different colors and so on. It's a form of like therapy, if you will. So that's what this is. And then I have my, this is the pouch that comes inside of the Neverfalls. So this is my the one that came inside of my Neverfall Damier Azur GM size. And in here I just have like a couple things. Like I said, I had some running around to do. So it's like passports in here, have some money. We went and got our vax, our booster shots and so on. So like our vax cards are in here, you know, things like that. So this is a great little thing, like when I just need to like, even when I travel, I will have this sometimes in this little pouch. It's just a really good grab and go. It's very slim. It can tuck under the arm with no problems. So I like, yeah, I like how sleek it is. It's easy to just slide into the side of a bag. So that's what that is. So I have that. And then we have my 19. So this is my toiletry 19. in here, and this all fit in here like really seamless, guys. Like this is not like, this wasn't struggling to get into this bag. Like there was still room for more. Okay, so but I have my toiletry not 19, I said 19, it's not 19, this is toiletry 26, but this is my toiletry 26 that was in here, and it just has like little bits like my Sunnies case. These are my Fendi Sunnies that are in here. It's got my wallet, it's got like all the things that I'm going to need. My prescription Sunnies in here. This is my etui lunette case that's in there. So my wallet is in here, my key pouch, my 6-ring key holder, you know, all the things are in here. So all the pouches and all the little SLGs are inside here, and it's just easier for me to get very quickly. If I need my wallet, boom, it's in here. I don't have to like fish around the bag. Because this bag is so big, I did need like a catch-all for all of my different SLGs and pouches. And let's see what else. I've got my this is my LV body butter. I'm obsessed with this. It's still winter here in New York, so I'm all about moisturization. I've talked about this brand on my channel. I'll put one of the videos up in the iCards if you're interested, but I'm obsessed with this body butter. Black owned, woman owned business. Love it. You know, great product. I got a hat in here, a beanie. I don't know why. It's random beanie thing in there. And then I have my cosmetic pouch, which is the Louis Vuitton small cosmetic pouch. And in here, I just have like, you know, toiletry bits in here. So this is where I have my, like my hand sanitizer. Got my hand sanitizer, lotion, lip products, because, you know, I have to have at least 19 lip products with me at all time. And that's just in there. So it's just like a little catch-all for all of my toiletries. The last thing would be my pouch, my little holder here for my AirPod Pro case for my AirPods, and I just had that clipped to the inside of the bag. So that is quite a bit that this bag held. So now the bag is empty, and it is holding up so well. So just want to give you a look inside. There's a couple of little scuffs here and there, not going to lie. Now that I'm looking at it, there are a couple little scuffs, something in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some little like black scuffs from maybe one of my pouches or a box or something that I've put in there, and there was like a bit of color transfer on the red. So there's a couple of little scuffs. I don't use bag organizers. I don't typically use bag organizers. I have a few, but I've not had a reason to use a bag organizer, so I don't have one in here. But there is some scuffing on the inside for sure. This one has so we do have like a little pocket here. I don't have anything in there. I think it's like the textile card in there from when I purchased the bag. But other than the little wear and tear of color transfer on the inside looks really great. The rim of the bag, so like all of the edging here looks really good. It's not glazed, so the fabric is actually folded over and sewn down. So I'm not seeing any wear happening around the edges. The handles, the black handles, I was seeing a bit of wear around the edges. I know you probably won't be able to see it. I'll try to zoom in so you can see it. But there is a little bit of like, I want to say peeling maybe happening here. It's a little bit of, I don't know, the glazing is just kind of pulling away a little bit. I am seeing some of that happening on the black handle. I don't always use the black handle. I only pull out the black longer handles when I want to be hands-free, but otherwise I usually carry a top handle this way. And the top handles have been holding up beautifully. The glazing is still super duper thick. No color transfer, and I wear heavy creams and lotions on my hands, so I usually see wear and tear on the handles just based off of the products that I use on a regular basis, and I'm not seeing any wear and tear on this. But this is all canvas, so there is no exposed like vachetta or anything like that on these, so these look fantastic. As far as the shape of the bag goes, I will tell you, from the time that I've gotten it to now using it, there is some rippling that will happen in this canvas. So I found that it will distort depending on how you store it or where you put it when you're not using it, or how you leave it for a long time, for a long time. So I have to be very careful when I'm using this. Like for example, if I have you know, something that is misshaped or like a little bit wider than the base of the bag, and it's like jutting out on one side, it will leave an impression or an imprint of that, like that dent, if you will, of whatever that item was in there until you take it out. So I try not to store this with anything like in it. So I don't leave this like things in it. I'll take everything out after I'm done using it, stuff it with air paper or with like, you know, stuffing paper, what have you, and put it up, and that's it. So otherwise I find that the next time I go to use it, it can have an impression or it can be dented. It does not hold, as it's softening and aging, it's not holding this firm shape as more. The bottom is starting to bow a bit and getting a bit softer. The sides getting a little bit softer depending on what you're carrying. This can be a little bit folded and creased, so it's not staying in like this perfect shape anymore, depending on what you're carrying inside of it. And the more you use it, the more it's softening. The bottom used to be like super firm, and now it's definitely softened. It's definitely got a bit of a curve to it. Again, this is something that could be rectified if you decided to use a base shaper. I don't, so I'm okay with a little sag.
Maybe because of age or what have you, I'm good with a little bit of sag, you know. I mean, it's just, you know, showing your age. It gives you character, okay? Sag is character, darling, okay?
So I'm okay with a little bit of sag, a little bit of impression, a little dent here and there, a little dimple. Yes, that's what we're gonna call it. We're not gonna call it dents, we're gonna call it dimples. I'm okay with a little dimple here and there, you know. So it doesn't bother me, but I think for anyone who's going to be investing in this piece, you know, they maybe want to know how is it going to age, how does it hold up, or what have you. That is something. So if that bothers you, then, you know, be careful when you're storing it, or just don't get this one, get something else. But that is something that I've noticed. So I try not to store this with any like items left over, like that shoebox that I was carrying that first day. I wouldn't have left that in there over time, you know. Like that was just a one-time situation. Went to the shops. Once I got to the shop, it was out of the bag. I'm not constantly walking around with things like that, because after a while it will leave an impression of the shoebox. You would see it in through the bag. But otherwise it still looks really good. I don't put my bags on the floor, so we don't really have any wear and tear happening here. I don't do that. I don't brush up against people. I don't brush up against things, so we don't have corner wear and tear. Like that's not what we're doing. So for that, if that's something that you normally do and you put your bags on the floor or something like that, then obviously you're going to see some wear and so on happening back here on the bottom. But I don't do that. So for me, this all looks pristine. It still looks the same way as it did when I purchased it. The corners are still fantastic. Again, there's no glazing on this bag, on the edges and so on. So all of this is just sewn down. Only glazing is on the handle. So that's just something to keep in mind if you find that maybe you've had issues in the past with glazing. You know, some people have. You don't have that here. So, and also because you don't have that glazing, that's one of the reasons why you're seeing some softening that will happen throughout the body of this bag, because the glazing is not there to keep it firm and tight. But other than a little bit of color transfer inside the interior, which honestly I think I'll probably be able to get out with just like, you know, a damp cloth or something like that. I can probably just wipe that off. It does not look that serious and it doesn't bother me. But you know, if I wanted to like, you know, really like, you know, get it back to like, you know, shop ready, like window ready, I can just wipe that out and it will be fine. But other than that, this bag has been holding up gloriously for 1 year of use, and I'm actually using this, actually taking it out, actually taking it traveling with me, carrying it, you know, around the city to run errands, using it for work. It's been holding up so well. I would definitely recommend this. Want to do, like I said, a comparison of this and the Sunshine Tote, because I thought my Sunshine Tote was way smaller than this, and then when I brought the Sunshine Tote home and I compared it to this, they look really similar. But I was watching Marquita's video and she was saying know that this one is still much bigger than the Sunshine Tote. So I'm interested to do a little bit of a comparison of what fits in those two bags, do a comparison that way as far as what fits, and also just look at them side by side, because I mean, they're so similar, and I just realized how many of this kind of style bags I have in my collection now. So I'm like, oh, okay, enough with this. But I think that it's a good comparison for people who are maybe, you know, thinking about the Sunshine Tote, thinking about the on the go, and making a decision which way they should go, as far as which one would be better or not. Now that I have both of them in my collection, definitely going to do a video about that and compare the two. But I love this, no regrets buying this. This is still rich auntie approved. This is still a smack 'em in the face bag. I mean, this is the bag you can basically be wearing anything, and you have this bag, you put it on the table, you're signing the contracts, you know, if you're about that life, like, you know, it's that kind of thing. Definitely business babe bag. I'm obsessed. So that is it for me, nieces, nephews, fellow aunties. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when we're here dropping this knowledge, these reviews, these 1 year recaps. Are they still worth it? Yes, honey. This one is still worth it. Go out there and get it before it's $20,000 with these price increases. Anyway, I'm out. I'll talk to you lot in the next video. Hope everyone has a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye.